Hello, welcome back to Python Challenge for All. Okay, let's continue our work on Fibonacci numbers, right? I first explained what recursion is, and as a first example, I explained about factorial. And the second example is the definition of Fibonacci numbers, calculate the function to calculate Fibonacci numbers. Here, actually, I started with 1, but maybe I should start with 0 here to 0, 1 instead of 1, 1. And it starts like with 1, 0, 1, and 0 plus 1 equals 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, 1 plus 2, 3, and something like that. Okay? So, and then we computed the first 10 numbers to see. Okay, let's continue that. From here, we will see what happens if n becomes large. And here, the topic is about the complexity of recursive Fibonacci. Here, the word complexity is, well, think it as the same as computation time. Computation time required computation of recursive Fibonacci. Okay, so we started at 20, but let's continue to see how it seems like for number n equals 20, 22, 24, and so on. So let's see the code again. Let's change this as I write n, but I should write n instead. So in zero's case, it will be like 0, 1, and something like that. So redefine this. And let's see the first 10 numbers, which starts 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. Yeah, quite small. Okay, so as the slide says, let's see what happens if we continue from 20, 20 to 24. Okay, so to do that, maybe we can start like for 10i, n equals 20 plus I times 2. Okay, and here, instead of writing I write n. I write n here and see what's like. And here we need to let's take let's yeah, okay, let's see what it looks like. Before that, maybe we should keep the record of the computation time. So well, so what is the best way? Maybe I should write as XL, YL1 as empty list. And after each computation, record XL, append N, and YL1, append C time. Okay, so this way we can keep the list of numbers in here. Okay, let's run it and see how it looks like. Okay, good. 20, 22, 24. Yeah, still very fast. 26, 28, 30. And at 34, it becomes 1.17 second. 36, 4.15. 38, 8 seconds. Okay. Maybe we can go a little further by changing this to 2 and rerunning. Let's rerun and see how it looks like. It takes time, so we might want to suspend, or in the meantime, let's go back to the slide. So we want to approximate the growing rate. What happens when n is multiplied by 10? Okay, let's see here. To compute up to, not multiplied by 10, but yeah, okay. Yeah, multiplied by 10. So in this case, what we see is from 20 to 30, it becomes like this, but from 30 to 40, it's like it becomes, yeah, 100 times, more than 100 times. From 28 to 38, it's more than 100 times. So it seems we can see that for each increase of 10 in n, the computation time becomes kind of 100 times larger. Okay? It's what we call exponential. So from these numbers, can we guess, can we estimate and predict the time to compute Fibonacci number of n, 100, for example? Yeah, it's an interesting topic. So it's still working. Okay. It's like here again, from 32 to 42, it's again more than 100, okay? From 0.46 seconds to 61 seconds. So it's something like 1 point, say, 2. Let's see it this way. At with the increase of 10 in n, we get 100 times increase, okay, multiplication. So it's like t equals, say, for 40, it's like 30 seconds, 23 seconds. So for each time, let's see, 40, 50, so let's see 6 times. So t equals n and n equals 40. So for each I, n plus equals 10 and t times equal 100. And let's print n and let's see, yeah, n and t, t in seconds, right? T in seconds. So let's see what it looks like. So it's like, okay, for 50, it's 2,300 seconds. And it goes like this, very straight. But second is not enough. So let's write this way, hours, okay? To write it this, we can copy this and write t divided by over 3,600 hours. Okay, let's see this way. Still, it's too big. Okay, let's continue to write even further by dividing it by 24 to calculate days, and even by 365 to calculate the years. So yeah, of course you can stop by to see how it looks like. Okay, so this tells us going up to 100 takes this amount of seconds, this amount of hours, and which means it likes like hours. Okay, here. I don't like this. So maybe hours. Okay, so we can say that it takes about 730 730,000 years. It means almost 1 million years to calculate the up to 100. This is too much, right? So this isn't what we want. Let's see. So the times 100 is a little underestimate. We can write it as maybe 150, but even that way, okay? In case of 150, it will be like almost close to, 8 million years. So it's too big. So here, of course, we can do a little more analytical estimation of this. So it's like this. The computation time to compute Fibonacci number up to n is almost the same as computation time to compute up to n minus 1 plus n minus 2. And these are very close to n. So these can be approximated as 2 times c n minus 2, c sub n minus 2, meaning that it roughly doubles with 2 steps. Okay, so in this case, we can write the computation time is k times n raised to the power of n over 2, which means, yeah, we use this kind of Landau notation with big O, with the computation time is approximated as square 2 to the raised to the power of n, or n raised to n over 2. Okay, so we can check by seeing the graph of it. Okay, by drawing a graph, we can draw a graph using here as we learned, plt dot plot xl y1l yl1 and plt dot show. This will give us the graph of speeding the computation time from up to 20 to 40. If you see this kind of shape of graph, you should think of using logarithmic scale. So in this case, you can write as y scale, quote log. And this will change the y-axis to log. And this shows a straight line here. Means that the exponential growth. So this is exponential graph. And you can see that by changing the y scale or y-axis to logarithm scale. So this is very long time to compute up to 100. We can, if we want the Fibonacci number of 100, we need to compute more than, almost more than 8 million years. And this is ridiculous. So the next thing is, how can we compute this faster? And there is a way to compute it faster. If you want, you can try yourself and see how marvelously fast it works. I will come up to this point next time. Please come back. Bye-bye.